What makes your day special and memorable? For us at Curic, the answer is always food. Men, women, or children. The way to everyone's heart is pretty simple. Good food. That's it. But do you know what makes food extra special and more enjoyable? Yes, it's our mother's food. The best kind of day begins with our mom's handmade food and ends with mom's handmade food. Or rather, we say mom's magic. Aren't our mothers the best cook under the heavens? Absolutely. It might just be a humble serving of chapati and dal. Yet, when it is made by our mothers, it tastes divine. It transports us to a whole new world of sereneness and pleasure. There are countless stories of the amalgamation of food and our moms, and each bit of every story are cherishable. Remember the days when we were just kids? Our moms would chase us with a plate of food to feed us before we scooted off again. Some of them were the troublemakers kind. I remember I was one of them. Every time my mom tried to feed me something I didn't like, I would start off with my shenanigans. But she made sure that I would eat properly. Where did she get all that energy from? I still wonder. Maybe that's what they call mom's magic. And do you remember the time when we had our exams? Our moms would never allow us to leave the house until we had dahi shakkar. That was the purest form of blessing. Also, at times when I'm stressed about my studies or rather any matter, my mom makes sure to feed me with her own hands. And that for me is the best relief for any degree of stress. And what about the time when we felt sick? We could not even muster the strength to lift a finger. And there she was, standing like a protective warrior. Our beacon of hope and courage, and her food our elixir. The simplest of khichdi or rajma chawal was more than enough to lift our spirits. And that's the magic that our mothers possess. But that's not the end of it. Our moms go to great lengths to make the food we love, be it our favorite sweet dish or our favorite snacks. Whenever I ask my mom for some kind of street food, she makes sure to try to make it at home. And man oh man, isn't it delicious? How do they just know what we want to eat? Don't you wonder? I would be craving for some chole bhature on a weekend, and my mom would just make it for me without even me realizing. I guess it's a deep connection of hearts that is beyond human understanding. And that's why they say moms are superheroes and are just purely magical. More often than not, I used to forget how big of a blessing her food was. It is when I started living away from family, I realized how far I was from the greatest treasure, which is my mother's food. And that is true for all of us living away from our families. My mother used to tell me stories about her mother cooking, and I find myself doing the same when I'm around with my friends. And do you notice something? Whenever our moms cook, they cook with a big smile on their faces. Why? It's because they know that the food they are preparing will feed and nourish their loved ones. And that smile, although seems abstract, is what makes our mother's food magical. We can write volumes on the appreciation of our mother's cooking talents. But our love for her food goes even further. It is through our mom's food that we have learned to stay healthy, cherish our heritage, and come close to our culture. Think about it. In every meal our moms prepare, each and every section of the food pyramid is introduced to us. Mothers are truly an anchor in this stormy sea of life. Their love is the greatest treasure in our hearts that will never fade. They are the golden pillars that hold the family together and keep them strong no matter the situation. This Mother's Day, let us cheer for all the mothers out there who care for the loved ones day in and day out without breaking a sweat. Let us all wish for their high spirits. Here's a message to all mothers out there. We are in awe of everything you do for us. You are the person that we admire the most. Thank you for keeping our lives running smoothly and making our every day special with your magic. On behalf of Keurig, we wish you a very happy Mother's Day. May this special day be as lovely and perfect as you. Thank you.